Hello, everybody. Hi, my Instagram people. This is my first time going live over here, and we're going live from Facebook, you guys.
You're doing it.
Yes. We are starting 30 minutes early, you guys. So we are excited about our meeting in the ladies' room conversations. So if you don't know, we have meeting in the ladies' room. We have fishbowl conversations where each week we pull something from our fishbowl. It has several different topics in it, and we just discuss it right off the top of our head. No research, no nothing. You have straight talk, no chaser.
Exactly.
All right. So you want to go ahead and introduce yourself? Hi, Karen. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, Karen. Well, I am Stephanie Rochelle. I'm the relationship rehab specialist. I'm a life, love, and relationship coach.
Okay. And I am Dee Renee, the transformation specialist. I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business. So as a transformational life coach and therapist, I support women with rediscovering who they are, helping them to increase their self-esteem and value, as well as to dispel limiting beliefs so that they can walk freely into their purpose and create the life they desire to have. So we are excited, you guys. Thank you for being so patient with us and being so open with us, because we're having to start 30 minutes early today because we have a business call at 9. So we want to make sure that we give you all the value that you all are investing in us.
That's right.
And we want to give you your full hour, right? So how was your day, man? You've been sick. What's been going on?
I've been sick, y'all. I never get sick. I'm just like, but I guess we're doing so much. I guess my resistance is down, and this weather up, down. It got me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can hear a little bit, but I got a cough drop sitting right here just in case. I'm a hang.
Well, yeah. So last week, you guys. Now this week, she's been struggling with sickness, and last week I had an unexpected root canal because my tooth chipped while I was at lunch last Wednesday, so we had to cancel on you guys. But we got a lot to talk about.
Lots to talk about.
So are you ready, Jerome? All right.
Let's see what's going on in the fishbowl.
Meeting in the ladies' room.
Let's see.
Yes.
Ooh, so long. Okay, what are the issues associated with maintaining healthy female friendships?
Oh, wow. Okay. Go ahead, Miss Relationship Rehab Specialist.
What are the issues associated with maintaining healthy female friendships or relationships?
Yes.
And basically, I guess this was your question, but basically, I guess this one is referring to women helping women. You know, and we have to trust each other, and we have to be there for one another, and we have to support one another in our endeavors. And that's just like you and I doing this panel together. I mean, it has to be, it's a lot of trust involved in doing this together. You know what I mean? But it should be able to be so. I mean, we both are business women. We both are, you know, trying to succeed in what I'm bringing forth. I'm trying to help people in their relationships. I'm helping singles get their fairy tale. And if your marriage has gotten stale or you're having issues in your marriage, I'm helping you work through those issues so that we can have better marriages.
Right.
So, and you're a therapist. So you're coming from a different angle. So we should be able to come together and really and truly help everybody.
Yeah. So, I mean, but, you know, in dealing with friendships as it relates to female friendships, like, I don't know if you've ever been in like a toxic friendship, you know, had a toxic female friendship. Like, we know nowadays, you know, with women, they always say that we as women, especially African American women at times, high legs, we as women, that we can't get along. That it's hard for us to get along. It's hard for us to support each other. It's hard for us to, you know, be not gossip about each other or be jealous about each other and things like that. So when we speak about those type of relationships, like how do you help to maintain a positive female relationship? Because I'll give you all an example of something that I had. So if you're just joining us tonight, our topic for our first topic tonight is
maintaining.
How do you what are the issues associated with maintaining healthy female friendships? So some of the issues that I've encountered over time, as I wrote in my book, some of the issues was I was in a vulnerable place in my life. And when I say I was in a vulnerable place in my life, I mean, I was dealing with self-esteem issues and things like that. So I allowed this person or someone to talk about me. I allowed them to, I wasn't assertive. You know what I'm saying? And the friendship was toxic in the sense that she talked about my son. She talked about me. She was spreading rumors. She was spreading lies.
So you were hurt.
All of these things, and I wasn't in a place to be able to take up for myself because I was in a vulnerable state of being.
You were going through some things.
I mean, I just didn't have that self-esteem to be able to stand up and take up for myself. And because I didn't have that, the relationship was one-sided. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like the relationship was one-sided where I might have been able to be this person's friend, but this person was never a true friend. But it just showed over time because she hurt other people. She continued to hurt other people. She continued to talk about everything else. And so what it all boils down to sometimes is jealousy.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I didn't have anything for you to be jealous about. I'm a single mom with 2 kids. Even though I had college degrees, 2 degrees or whatever, I'm still like, I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? So you supposed to be married. You supposed to have this. You supposed to have that. You ain't working. I'm working too. I was working 2 jobs and all this other kind of stuff. So there was no need.
Something about you.
Absolutely.
That she just.
Absolutely.
She saw where she could make you, where you were in that vulnerable state, and she used it. I've never been in that position.
You haven't? So what has been the key to maintaining positive female relationships?
Well, for me, I don't call everybody my friend. So I have select individuals that we have been friends for years, or we have, over the years, we've become friends if you're a new friend. Because a lot of my friends, we go way back.
Okay.
I mean, like from my childhood days. Those are my friends. Those are my, take it to the grave friends, no matter what any one of us are going on. The new friends that I meet, we've still been friends for years because I've now been in Atlanta over 20 years. So now I've met more people.
Okay.
And they've come into the fold. But I still have a select group of people that I have a group that I travel with. I have a group that I, go to the football games with or whatever that I've been hanging with for years. So we just don't have those issues. I think it's honesty. I think it's being able to just talk about whatever. We can talk about whatever. See, for you to be my friend, you have to be able to tell Stephanie when Stephanie is wrong. You don't have to sugarcoat it. So you be like, no, Steph, you're wrong. And I'm going to stop and listen because I know you're not stopping and making me be quiet for nothing. You are getting ready to tell me something, and I'm going to have to receive that.
Right.
These are the type of people that I have in my life. Be it wrong, right, or indifferent. They're going to stop me. I'm going to stop them, and they know it's all in love. And when you keep it upfront, honest like that, I mean, that's the type of relationships that I'm trying. I'm 52. That other stuff is, we're not doing that.
Right.
I don't even have any of that in my circle. All of us are striving to be better, to do better, to grow, in this circle. Not that other people can't try to creep in, but I think that would be easily exposed if you were, like that. But again, I pretty much have been around the same people, but I'm very sociable. I'm very open to meeting anybody. But as far as calling you my friend, letting you in my fold, we hanging, you're around my children, you're around my family, it's a select few. And we all have the same mindset.
Yeah. See, this person and I, because I've been in Atlanta by myself for the most part, other than when my aunt lived here for maybe a few months or something when my son was first born. My oldest son was first born, and then my cousin moved here. But you know, I've been in Atlanta since '99 when I came for college, and so this person was like, because we went to church together and all of that, was, you know, we were trying to work on that, and we played basketball together. So that's why it was that type of relationship. So
it was just some people just foul.
Yeah, some people are. And so, you know, when I realized that, you know, this was a toxic person in my life, you know, I had to then break away from that. I had to let that person go. I mean, like, stop dealing with them totally. Like, cut off, and cold turkey. Like, I'm done. I'm out of here. You got one more time to say. I know it's bound to say, like, you have one more time to get wrong with me. It's gonna be a problem. You know. So it was those type of situations, because I'm not a confrontational person. You know what I'm saying? And especially at that time, I wasn't a confrontational person. So being able to stand up for myself, it was like, you know, enough is enough. You know how you can only push a person so far until, you know, they're ready to go off on you. So I think some of the key values, like now, nobody, I'm like where you are, nobody that's toxic like that can penetrate my circle, because I will know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that jealousy.
Sometimes you know when you learn this about these people, but you just make a mental note. You don't always have to let it be known that you know, but you just treat them you put them in a different category.
Right.
Because people will be people, but I'm going to continue to be the same. I'm going to continue to be who I am.
Right. Right.
So I'm going to rise above it all. And you'll get the hint eventually.
Yes, I mean, I definitely agree with you with that. So some of the key factors, you guys, in being able to maintain, we have to get rid of these stereotypes, number one, because as it relates to African American women being supportive and all of these things, like we have such a bad rep as it comes to that. When it comes to that, we have to be supportive. We have to be engaging with each other. We have to be uplifting with each other. You know, you have to I push you, you push me. And there is no jealousy in that, because we all have gifts and talents. We all have different things that we're working on and that we're working towards. Right. And we can all support each other in that.
Again, it goes with the mindset. Yeah. That's just like we're in a similar business. When you call me and say, hey, I got a speaking engagement, I've never not said, I said, oh my God.
Right.
That is so good. You know, I mean, sincerely.
Because you sent me a text today, was like, oh, this person want me to send you
a bio.
I'm like, awesome. Shoot. I mean, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we try to on. Absolutely.
That's what you got to do.
I mean, you should.
And we have to, and then being in Atlanta, where it's so many of us, it's almost like everybody's trying to fight for attention, and we don't have to do that. If you just stand in who you are, what you do, and you do you, then that's what's gonna stand out in the end. And you don't have to do all that.
But you know what? I believe what's for me is for me.
Absolutely.
And if it's for me, it is nothing that Renee can do if it's for me.
You are absolutely right.
Because God has said it was for Stephanie.
That's right.
And that's just what I go on, and that's what I move forward in. So I don't worry about you taking anything from me and vice versa. Because what is for me, if it's truly mine, nothing you can do, or it's going to be exposed or something. So I continue to walk that way.
Right.
That's who I am.
That's what we have to do, you guys. Like when it comes to friendships, like and if you're broken, that's the thing, because this person is broken. This person is very much so broken. So if you're in a broken state of being, please don't, you need to get yourself together. You know, if you want to be, you have to, I said this last night on my Transformation Tuesday, become the person that you desire to be. If you want to be this friend to everybody else, you become that person.
That's right.
You know, if you want this person to be, you want this kind of person in your life, you need to become that person. And that's what you have to do. You need to become that type of friend that you desire to have. Same thing with relationships.
Same thing with getting your fairy tale. Same thing with getting your guy or getting your girl.
Hi, Jaquay. How you doing?
Be who you want them to be. Be that person.
That's right. You got to be who you want to be.
And you will attract that person.
That's right.
Be that person and you will attract that person.
So when so you guys, so you have to, when we talk about, so when women have have events, have empowerment, support. I thank God, let me tell y'all, my kickball team is awesome. When I wrote my book, they pre-ordered when it came out on Amazon. If they didn't pre-order, they ordered copies.
That's right.
They bought more than one copy. Like, our kickball team has been very, very supportive, which is why I continue to play with them. Because when we had teammates in the hospitals on their deathbed, we was there. All we had to do was send out a text message. We were there. That's awesome. When we had another teammate in the hospital, hey, who going to see such and such? Who's going to do this? Who's going to that? We were there. So no matter what I do in life, no matter what's going on, like those ladies on my kickball team, like they are forever a part of my life because we support each other no matter what. And that's what we have to do. And I just wish, I just wish that it was more women out here, and they probably do exist. But, in this hustle and bustle of life, we have to just make sure that we stick with those core people and we support each other and not pull and act like, oh, I ain't gonna support her. I know she wrote her book, but I ain't finna, she ain't finna get my money. I don't read. Something about they say, the book. I don't read, that kind of stuff. I don't care if you get it and put it on the shelf. At least you supported me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to read, but at least you did that. Exactly.
Which is what I would do.
Right.
Which is why I bought your book.
But see, I'm reading more this year, Yes. I started last year, but I'm reading more this year. Yes. Got to get it together.
Working on the mindset.
Got to get it together. So yeah, you guys. So so that was our first topic was about female relationships. Like, what do you guys have to say? How do you maintain positive and healthy female friendships? Because there are a lot of hurt people out here, and we all know that hurt people hurt people. Right? So you always have some friends who might be jealous of you, or jealous of your friends, or jealous of other relationships because they might not have that kind of stuff.
And it depends on the type of person you are, because I may have that and don't know it, or but again, I continue to be me. I'm going to continue to be Stephanie, and hopefully you'll get over that if that's what you got. You know what I mean? I'm going to continue to be me because you don't know me that well, but once you get to know me, I mean, this is who I am all the time. All the time. All the time. This is who I am. I am for people all the time. I'm never against people. I really, I wish the best for you. I wish the best for...
But everybody's not in that mind state. Everybody's out me.
But I guess it's because I've been through some things, right? Okay. So I look at everything like I really believe that it's true that God is checking my response.
Okay.
How you respond to things, even though if somebody does me bad, I swear to God, I'm gonna try not to say nothing. I'm gonna say something back nice. I'm gonna say something back that doesn't take away from who I am. And I've been doing this for some years now, so I'm pretty good at it. Or I can take a deep breath before I respond so that I respond correctly. And that's what I talk about on my Mindset Mondays. It's how you respond and react to things. Because I truly believe that God is looking at how I respond. If I'm supposed to be a child of God, if I'm supposed to be one of his children, he's looking at me as well. Even though you cutting a fool, right? I'm going to let you cut a fool. And I'm be like, you done? I'm wish you nothing but the best. Right. Maybe this might not be a good time for us to continue this discussion because it's kind of going left. Maybe we'll pick it back up. Right. Yeah, but if I stay calm, I'm gonna go high when you go low. That's just what I'm gonna do. All right, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at because I truly believe that he's looking at how I respond. Okay.
So my kickball sister literally said, "We definitely do. I love you, ladies, for real. My life." For life. She's okay. That's right, Legs. You gotta be support. You gotta be support. And I only been playing kickball with them since it's about to be 3 years. It's about to be 3 years now. And I do have some other group of friends that I went to college with that I played basketball with, and we're all still supportive.
But sometimes God will bring that circle, and that's your circle. you know, at the right time.
He will do it. He will do it.
Absolutely.
So we got y'all. So ladies, heal yourself, okay?
Absolutely.
Because it hurts every relationship that you're in. It hurts friendships. It hurts relationships, because you can't go into something expecting one thing and you're giving another thing, because eventually people are going to get tired of it.
Yeah.
And they're going to cut you off. And then you're going to play the victim, or then you're going to try to figure out why, how, and all this other kind of stuff when you wasn't healed yourself. Okay?
That's right.
All right. We got another topic for you guys.
Going back to the bowl. Let's see what we're going to pull out of here today. Rejection from men.
Ooh, ha. So
how do we handle rejection
from men? Woo, Jesus. I don't like rejection. I'm just
nobody likes rejection. But I think you gotta, we would need a scenario for that, because you gotta look at the picture. So it just depends. I mean, okay, for instance,
let's go.
I was married a long time, got divorced, and then I got back out there with online dating. So not everybody that I went out with liked me.
Right.
But not everybody that I went out with, I didn't like them. You know what I mean? But for the ones that didn't like me, you have to look. Okay, so I mean, really and truly, you gotta know yourself. I know I'm a nice person. I know what I bring to the table. I know I'm a good person. I know I mean well, but I am a relationship person. I'm not this hookup person.
Right.
Never have been, never will be. Right. It's just not who I am. I just didn't know how to play the game, so I didn't play it. So I went by my set of rules when it came to the online dating. Well, for some people, that didn't work for them. They was like, "Oh, you old fashioned for real." Yeah.
So you rejected them before they rejected you?
Well, no, really. When they realized that what I was saying on my profile was really who I was and was the truth, they weren't interested. So they rejected me. Okay. But that was okay, because I was staying true to who I was. I didn't just be like, "Oh man, that means he gonna go." I'm gonna let you go. It's gonna be a next, and that's how the next thing. It's like it's gonna be a next, because I gotta be me, because I was uncomfortable trying to be anything but me. I didn't know how to play it. So that was rejection.
So there are a lot of things that I can say about rejection. Like, rejection comes in a lot of different ways. When you're talking about being rejected from a man, right? So it can come in a way of not spending a lot of quality time with you. If your person or the person that you're with is not spending a lot of quality time with you, then that can make you feel rejected. Why is it that you're not spending?
Everything comes before me.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can make a woman question, like, why, what is going on? That can make them feel
that means you're not interested.
Right. But if you're already in like this situation, so it's not like you're just dating. You know what I'm saying? But you've kind of invested some time, and you kind of feeling this, and you're liking this, and you saying y'all together, but then it, change.
Right. So because he's either working or something, is that what he's saying he's doing?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just giving a scenario, just like any scenario. Well, I mean,
so why if you don't have time? Initially, I'm gonna do my other things. I'm gonna play tennis. I'm gonna go to the gym. So when the weekend comes and we're still not spending time together.
Hi, Kathy.
Eventually, I'm gonna continue going out, and eventually, someone's gonna take your place.
Okay.
So I really didn't reject you though from your rejection, because apparently somehow we got lost. Now during this time, we're having discussions. About, hey, we're going to do something or whatever. But if I keep coming up short and we're supposed to be together,
right?
It's going to start being a next for me.
Even though you're already in it, so you're going to leave the situation.
Because quality time, and this is what I talk about in my Mindset Mondays now. Quality time is one of my 5 love languages. That's like my number one thing. So if you're not fulfilling that, then I'm allowing you to not give me the thing that makes me happy.
Right. Right.
So this is what I want us ladies to do, is say next.
Right. Right.
Stop trying to make a square fit into the circle.
Mm-hmm.
If your thing is quality time, if your thing is affection, if whatever your thing is, if you're not getting that, I'm going to need us to recognize that it's the next.
Right.
And not be scared to say it's the next. I don't care if it takes you 2 more months to find the next guy, 1 more year to find the next guy, because you're not going to be happy anyway.
Right.
Because you're not getting fulfilled.
Right. So you guys, if you're just joining us, our topic right now is how do you deal with rejection from men? Yes. If you like what we're saying, if we're providing you with any type of value, please, please, please like, share, because this information may not be for you, but it could be for someone that you know or someone that you don't know. So please, please, please share, like. It's sharing is caring, and it's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. Nothing's coming out your pocket. You know, you don't have to pay Facebook to do it, or you don't have to pay Instagram to do it, but just share, like, you guys, okay?
Yeah, we're here to help. So that's why we're doing these live discussions.
So Kathy writes, quality time is important to me as well. I think quality time is important to a lot of women because that's my number one thing as well, is quality time. And if you're not spending time with me, then I feel rejected. And then I'm going to start backing away from the situation because now I'm starting to feel like, okay, there's a problem.
We're on a different page.
There's a problem with this. And what I'm not going to do is continue to feel rejected by you because there's somebody out there who might want me. That's not going to make me feel right. That's going to want me. And that's not going to make me feel, rejected.
That's right.
Like the way you're doing.
I'm talking about there's always that person that is happy to see you when the door opens.
That's right. That's right. It sure is.
And I want you to believe it and understand there is always that person that is happy when Renee comes to the house.
And then, so we talked about rejection as it relates to, quality time. But what about that rejection you feel when your mate doesn't want to be intimate with you? That's a huge issue sometimes, because especially when people get married, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that kind of fade out a little bit. You ain't going as hard as you was before, and so things kind of fade. And I know if a man often feels, because I have men tell me that all the time, if they're not getting their needs met in the relationship, and the woman is, saying this is the reason why I'm giving all these excuses, it started to make them feel rejected. You know what I'm saying? But as a woman, if that is my situation, I would also feel rejected too. Absolutely.
I'd be like, what's wrong?
Right.
What's wrong with you?
But what if they constantly saying nothing? I'm good. What I mean, but how do you that's not really true. Because if it didn't used to be like that. So what stopped? And then it makes as a woman, it makes you question, okay, are you getting it from somewhere else? Absolutely. Are you sleeping with somebody else? Because clearly
as a relationship specialist, I hear that all the time. Well, we ain't been intimate in a year. Who in the world is laying next to somebody and haven't been intimate in a year? I don't even understand that. I don't. I'm so confused.
Right. I mean, I don't get it.
But I'm telling you, I'm talking to women all the time, and this is what they're telling me. I'm just like,
I mean, there's no attempt to touch. There's no attempt to reach out. I mean, this plays, this goes back, like this plays into your self-esteem too. Like, why is this person rejecting me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It makes you not causes the self-esteem issue, but it definitely makes you question who you are.
Yeah, it's like something is wrong. Like he's no longer attracted, or maybe he's having issues, you know what I mean, and doesn't want to discuss it. He's
maybe he don't like it,
But if he liked it up until this point, then all of a sudden he don't like it. Something has changed to make him not like it, And definitely, if you're married but in a relationship period, I mean, you have to be able to discuss these things. That's what I'm saying. Talking in the beginning. You got to make sure that they're willing to have these discussions with you, because it's going to be more and more discussions that are going to be needed down the line. In the beginning, it's just to get to know you discussions. Down the line, it's like maybe something has happened. Maybe he's having some issues. Maybe you're having an issue. Maybe somebody gained weight, or just different things. But you need to be able to say, or make a joke, something. You're getting a little chubby or something. I don't know, but
Well, I mean, if you're just joining us, you guys, we're talking about dealing with rejection from men.
Mm-hmm.
And so we spoke a little bit about how to deal with rejection
right,
when you first meet somebody. I don't think if you're not connected emotionally to a person or it's easy to be like, okay, well, bye.
But initially you were.
You know,
But initially you were.
No, I'm talking about like doing the dating phase. When you just dating people and you just trying to get to know people. It's okay if you don't like me. I don't care. You know, bye.
Yeah,
I mean, on to the next. Like to the next. You know, we're gonna keep this thing moving. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for you to like me, because guess what? I mean, it's people
you take
calling
somebody's
me.
Spot.
Right. It's people calling me. I got to keep it moving, because this ain't obviously it's not gonna work out. So we talked about it as it relates to dating, as the initial dating, and then we discussed it as it relates to your spouse. What was
losing interest?
Losing interest. Losing interest. Not quality time. That's what it was. Not providing that quality time. Like, what is it? What would make you? We want you guys to, have some interaction with us and let us know. Like, how would you feel about rejection? How do you handle that? What do you do when it comes to when you come to feeling rejected by your man? Because we know the relationship specialist told us we have to communicate. And I totally agree with that. Communication is key. But sometimes people don't want to talk about the hard stuff, especially when it comes to those type of feelings and emotions. Or they don't want to tell you, I'm not attracted to you anymore, because it's gonna hurt your feelings. Right. Or they won't tell you that this, that, and the third is going on. I'm not, getting that. Like, I worked with a couple, and they haven't been intimate for 3 years, and she feels it's not her issue. It's his issue. And she's kind of wanting. She wants that there's no intimacy, period. Like, no hugs, no kiss, none of these things in the relationship. Just cold. And it just stopped all of a sudden. It stopped 3 years all of a sudden. So she is feeling some type of way. Like, that breaks people up. As much as we say all this other stuff, we talk about finances, we talk about, extramarital affairs and things like that. Like, if a person stops getting what they want and starts to feel rejected in the relationship, which goes back to the 5 love languages. Like, I think you guys, should revisit that often. That's why. Because at least
every couple of years it changes.
Single, married, dating, whatever your status is, you should always revisit that. Because I was telling a client today, she was like, well, I got this really good guy, and he really likes me, and this, that, and the other, and he's been asking her to marry him. And so the issue became, she's like, well, I've been showing him. I said, what you're doing is you're showing him what you need, but he's giving you what he thinks you need. And he's telling her how much he loves her and professing his love and all this other kind of stuff. And he needs her to do that for him. And she's like, but I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I was like, look,
that's how she shows love.
Exactly. I said, but that doesn't matter. I said, that is your love language, and this is his love language, and you have to meet in the middle, because your emotional needs aren't being met, and his emotional needs aren't being met, and it makes for a frustrating situation.
And it doesn't work. I mean, that's why, again, the 5lovelanguages.com, taking the test is key. Now, Kathy has a question. I think when you rush out to meet your online date after a few days meeting, it does not work. Are you saying you meet up too quick?
Okay.
Yeah. But that's how the game is played now, the game of online dating.
I mean, but
you want to hurry up and meet.
You're meeting. I mean, people don't want to get catfished either.
I understand, but what I say is, and I understand about the catfish, because me and my husband both said, man, we didn't even think about that, because we didn't even see each other for 2 months, right? So now I tell people, well, if you have to, at least FaceTime so you can know who you think you're talking to. Yeah, it's who you're talking to. At least do a FaceTime, or I don't know, what do you do on Android? If you have an
I mean, you got apps like IMO.
Okay.
They have other
whatever you
kind
need
of video
so you can
apps.
see each other.
Uh-huh.
After you think the conversation is going good, but whatever you do, if you can hold off before meeting in person, at least 30 days. Honestly, I'm serious. Me and Alex did 2 months. Really, to see if they now this is if you're a relationship person. If you're not a relationship person, none of this stuff applies. I'm saying if you're in search of a relationship, because I want you to just have that conversation, get to know each other. If that person is not interested in just talking to you, it's a next.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Okay.
I promise. If you just do this one little thing, you will have more quality relationships. There's more to it to find the fairy tale, but you will end up with more quality. You end up with people being interested, truly interested in you.
So they shouldn't just be trying to rush out and go meet this person just so they can have a dinner.
No, God.
Just so they can have a free dinner.
I can feed myself.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you what I did.
You've been feeding yourself.
I went out with my girlfriends. I played kickball. So the kickball was my outlet. Right? So I wasn't just having to go out because I was out already with my kickball team. Okay. You know what I mean? So I wasn't missing that part of being out, being about, dancing, because I love to dance. I was still getting all that going on. So then when it came time to dating, it wasn't like I was itching to get out. I had already been out. And I think that's what it is, as far as they're not really necessarily trying to get out to just have a dinner. They're just trying to get out because they hadn't been out.
That's what it is. So they're just trying to get out so they can have something.
But I took myself out.
Right, absolutely.
With my kickball team, and I did things. I played tennis. I was out and about. I went to the gym. I kept myself busy, so I didn't need you to come in.
Just like now, I date myself.
Exactly.
If I want something to eat and it's like an hour away, I'm going to get it.
Because you're a foodie. She's a foodie.
I'm sorry, y'all. I like to eat. I do like to eat.
But yes.
But I mean, anything that I want. If I want some new perfume, I'm gonna go get it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I want a bag, I'm gonna go get it.
That's part of your self-care.
Yes, it is a part of my self-care, and it's a part of my self-love.
Exactly.
It's a part of my self-love.
Exactly.
So I don't have to wait around for someone to do that. And then with my schedule nowadays, I can't be running out the door every day.
That's right.
Trying to go on no date with this person, that person, and the third person. Like I just ain't got that kind of time.
That's right.
We might get 30, 40 minutes on the phone because I got stuff to do.
That's it.
We gotta keep this thing moving.
That's true.
So you guys, tonight tonight we had discussed two things, you guys. So we talked a little bit about how to maintain positive female relationships, healthy female relationships, and I think that's vitally important in our African American community because we are known to be unsupportive. And we are known to be jealous and backbiting and gossipy and all this. Oh, this person ain't that, and that person ain't this, and and it's true. Yeah, it is true to a lot of cases. It's very rare
I have been
to
really
find.
Blessed.
Yeah, you have been blessed.
I have been really blessed, and I know it. And
you've been blessed and sheltered.
You're right, but you know what? Like I said, I think you get what you put out. And I think they can tell I don't do the dumb stuff. So I think it just stays away from me. So the vulnerability stays away from me. But for people who have experienced hurt and pain and stuff like that, and sometimes they can get caught up in vulnerable situations, even just like, someone who you have a friend and you talking to them about your relationship and stuff like that, and then they go out there and they run their mouth and go tell this person and go tell that person and go tell the next person. Like, that's not no real friend. That's not what you're supposed to do. If I'm talking to you in confidence about my business and my relationship or my marriage, I need you to shut up. Yeah. I need you to keep that between us unless I give it to everybody else. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And sometimes that becomes a part of the jealousy and stuff like that. I was just about to say, the ones that are doing that, that's definitely a jealousy situation. Yeah, definitely. Because people want to make you look. I think that sometimes people try to make you look bad in other people's eyes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what? If you just wait. and stay true to yourself, I swear it's gonna come out in the wash.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna end up coming to you and be like, Stephanie, you know what? You
and
are
that's
nothing
how.
like
And
what I
you know
thought.
what? And I thank God for it, because that
Mhm.
person that did that, all the people she tried to turn against me, they all love me. They all like me because I'm fun and I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? And they know how this person was. So no matter what you talked about, no matter how you tried to hurt me, it's still
to talk to nudge. Hire a relationship coach. That's right. Hire a relationship coach.
To talk to your friend. Girl, she need more than a relationship coach, and she is no longer my friend, because sometimes you got to cut off that toxic relationship. If you know that someone is not trying to help themselves or better themselves in your life, sometimes you got to cut it off. You know, because it's going to continue to be draining. It's going to continue to be damaging to your life and those people around you. You know, it's going to bleed out on everybody else, and that's not what you want.
Absolutely.
And then our other topic, you guys, was rejection from men. So we talked about the 3 ways, 3 areas of rejection, which included being rejected, not spending time with you, being rejected from like if you're just dating, you know, and feeling that what was it, just dating when you initially date. And not really feeling rejected, but just saying next if somebody doesn't.
You didn't like each other.
Right.
You it wasn't a good fit.
Right. And then we talked about the rejection as it relates to intimacy, because that's a huge thing. Right. And a lot of marriages, intimacy issues. And it fades away over time. So what would you say if anybody is out here listening that could be in that situation about that? How could they help their relationship?
I guess I would have to talk to them and see what they've tried, because sometimes it's always the man making the move, but intimacy to me, for me, starts early in the day. You know, it starts from when we open our eyes in the morning, my husband roll over and kiss me on the shoulder or whatever. It starts from early in the day when we come in from work. You know, it continues throughout the day. It's not just when we get in the bed. You know, it's throughout the day. So sometimes you be that person. You make those moves. You let them know that you care about them, that you love them, show affection toward them, not just them all the time. You know, sit next to them on the couch watching a movie. It's little things like that to keep it going.
What if that person, hi Cheryl, what if that person isn't receptive or responding to your efforts? Because I've dealt with couples where they're not responding to those efforts.
So I'm continuing. You're just rejecting me. Basically, you're not responding to me sitting next to you.
They don't have those feelings.
Then it's time to have a conversation, because I stayed in a long marriage before and got divorced. That's one thing I won't do again. If you're not willing to work with me and talk about it, we got to have a conversation, because I won't stay in something that's a losing battle for me. If I'm trying and you're not trying just because you're being selfish or, you know, or you've had changed feelings, you need to let me know so you can go on with your life and be happy, and I can go on with my life and be happy, versus make everybody miserable. That I will not do.
What if they're dealing with like a depression or something like that?
Then that's what I'm saying. We got to talk about it. We got to go talk to someone. I will be recommending all these things to them. You know, let's talk about it. Let's go get a counselor. You know, that's what I told my one friend. Get them to go to a counselor. But what if they won't go? It's only so much you can do if you're continuing to ask somebody. Right. Sometimes you may have to trick them. Bring the counselor to the house.
Kathy writes, what would be an ideal first date? I suggest planning exercises because that's what I'm into.
Well, you know what? If that's what you're into, and if he really likes you, if you've had those discussions up front, he already knows that's what you're into, so he's probably willing to go play it. Go play in the dirt with you. You know, but then,
exercise. Oh, planting exercise. I didn't.
Yes. So, but it goes vice versa, Kathy. Okay, you can't only be into planting.
That's
so there's some other things in the world. So whatever he wants to do next,
you have to be open.
You have to be open and be able to go bowling or whatever it is that he likes to do, and not turn your nose up.
I think a lot of people put a lot of value into the first date. Sometimes the first date can be. Sometimes Sorry, guys. Sometimes the first date can be something more casual.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, first impressions, this, and this. He got to bring me flowers. He got to take me to this 5-star restaurant. He got to go spend $200 on some food.
This needs to be a question in the fishbowl, but go ahead.
Oh, okay, we're going to put that in the fishbowl. We can revisit. But when we do stuff like that, like, you put too much value on it. Like, you might need to just do like a casual meetup. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like a casual getting to know. That's only if you haven't been, like you said, on the phone. That's if you're doing the online thing. Like, you're doing the online thing, you want to be able to talk to them and do all, follow the steps that you were talking about. But even the guy you meet in
the grocery store is no different than the online guy that you meet online.
But you already met him in person. You
met him in person, but you don't know him. So you still want to spend that time getting to know him before you get in your car and go meet him.
So what if he say he wanna meet you? What you say? No, let's just talk on the phone for a few more weeks. Absolutely,
because he's a stranger. That's what I would do. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's not.
You be like, let's go meet.
I mean, it depends on. I mean, if I'm out in public, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go on a date if he want to go on a date. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say that I won't do that because I've talked to people over the phone, and people who I'm not interested in the conversation. Right. I definitely don't go meet them. But
I'd rather that happen on the phone than to go spend my time at Starbucks.
You're talking to them. Of course, you're talking to them a couple of days, a few days, whatever in advance, mm-hmm. and you're speaking. I mean, you're talking for a long period of time and getting to know that person. And be like, okay,
yeah, a long period of time, absolutely.
But a long period of time doesn't have to be for me. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be a month. I mean, especially if you're spending like 2-3 hours on the phone with this person a day. You know what I'm saying? If you're spending this much time, obviously there's some connection and you all can converse and communicate and this, that, and the other. Because you don't just sit on the phone with somebody for that long and there not be some type of connection.
That's true. And I'm asking you, and you're so right. You are totally on point. But I'm asking you if you just slow it down. Mm-hmm. And really, because everybody interested in a week or two.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Adriana.
Everybody is interested. Seriously, mm-hmm. I believe. Mm-hmm. You're a nice person. Mm-hmm. You're a pretty lady. Of course, they're mm-hmm. interested. You got degrees. You have a nice conversation. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go a little longer and see if they're really interested. Because that's what we're really trying to get to, because we're trying to get married. Mm-hmm. The goal is that.
I mean, I'm not going on a date to sleep with them. I mean, I know that, but I'm just saying. But we can still converse in person. I'm an extrovert. I like people, energy. I like, I'm an extrovert person. Mm-hmm. So I like to feel your energy. I need to know. You know what I'm saying? I need to see if we had a connection. We're gonna already. Yeah, it has worked. Okay. It has worked. Mm-hmm. I have made great connections with people. Mm-hmm. I made great connections. Unfortunately, there were situations and stuff like that didn't allow for it to move further. Mm-hmm. But I have made great connections. I can't say that I haven't. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not. I mean, I'm not waiting. I haven't waited a month or two to mm-hmm. just speak over the phone before I, would go out and meet them. Because if we have that relationship after, and we're talking on the phone 2 and 3 hours all the time, mm-hmm. then I have that connection with them.
That excitement is always there.
Well, I'm open. If they volunteer, I'm not going to say, hey, you want to take me out? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not going to do that. Right. But if they ask me and we've already had 10, 20 hours on the phone, then I'm gonna go.
Okay. Hey, I just wanted to work for you. So Kathy says, I'm nervous for her first date. It's this Sunday, and I've never been nervous before.
Oh.
Okay, so I would be nervous too, Kathy, and you guys, of course, are meeting out somewhere. But just go relax, have a good time, because remember, you're the prize. You're the prize. You're the prize. So he's trying to impress Kathy. He's trying to put his best foot forward. You're the prize. So really, he should be nervous. I'm just saying, you are the prize. Mm-hmm. I need you to know that. Mm-hmm. And you're a nice person. Go and be yourself. Don't be nothing different. And just have a good time. Mm-hmm. Just have a good time.
That's right. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Be yourself and enjoy it.
You're the prize.
Either he gonna like it or he not gonna like it.
Amen. If he ain't it, he ain't it. Next. It's a next. It's okay. It's okay.
So what are you guys gonna do on your first day? Are you doing planting exercises?
Yeah.
I'm Kathy. Are y'all doing planting exercises on your date? Because I don't know if I mean, if he's gonna come and do planting exercises with you,
he's interested.
Yeah, he's very much so interested. Because I don't know.
They've been talking on the phone.
Yeah, they could be talking on the phone. They could be talking on the phone. How long y'all been talking on the phone, Kathy?
For a while.
How long have you guys been talking on the phone, Kathy? Yes, planting. All right now, Kathy. That's what I'm talking about. He's coming to do some planting exercises with you. So how long has that phone conversation been going on?
How long have you been talking on the phone, Kathy? A month? A week? How long? Kathy. It may be delayed or something.
Probably so. But yeah.
Go. Talking on the phone for about 30 days. Bam!
Okay. That's not
bad.
That's
what I said.
No, you said about 2 months.
No, I said at least 30 days.
Oh, I don't know. I can't. If I'm talking to somebody on the phone for 2 and 3 and 4 hours and they invite me on the date earlier than that, then I'm gonna go if I have the time. You know, sometimes my time might not permit because I got kids with schedules and I got stuff, and you know, sometimes it might not permit, and it might end up being that long. But hey,
well,
it is what it is.
What it's about is being different.
Right. Okay.
That's what it's about, and it's going to be something about you waiting and being different is going to rise you to the top. That's what that's about. About being different. I guess that means you're supposed to go on.
I don't know why I did that. I thought I put it on. What you call it, but oh well, it cut off. So, anyways, you guys. So those were our 2 topics. We talked about rejection from men, and we talked about maintaining healthy female relationships. So, anyways, we want to thank you guys for joining us for a Meeting in the Ladies Room conversation tonight. And we want to ask you guys to share, like. If this is not information that you want to hear personally, then guess what? This might be something that someone else needs to hear that you know, or someone that you don't know. Okay, it's free to share. It's free to like. If you are watching this in the replay, please like, share, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week at 8:30. We'll be back at 8:30 next week at our regular scheduled time. So again, you guys, I am D. Renee, the Transformation Specialist, and I support women with overcoming obstacles to help them elevate in life and business.
And I am your life, love, and relationship coach. I'm the relationship rehab specialist.
All right, you guys, and you all have a wonderful evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Blake. Hey. We're done now.
I thought I turned